Hello.
We are at war!
Well, gee.
Wow.
That's funny. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live with the Let's Talk CAW Shop podcast. That's fucking hilarious. Okay.
Well, hello everybody. It's been a while.
Yes, it has been a while. Let's see. Live chat.
Hope you haven't forgot us.
Yeah, please don't forget us. Don't go anywhere. It's been so long. All right. So, today we are going to be talking about heels and faces. Should be a lot of fun.
Yep, on commentary.
Andrew Dubs, welcome in.
And Andrew.
Yep. See. Hello, Andrew Dub.
Also, look at this picture again. Why does Odds for some reason look like John Travolta?
John Travolta mixed with Jerry the King Lawler. Please tell me you don't see that.
I kind of do.
A little bit of Jim Cornette too. That's hilarious.
And then you have Kyle that looks like Tony Khan.
Tony Khan's little brother.
Not even Tony Khan when he started the company. No, drugged out, freaking coked up Tony Khan.
Gosh dang it.
Tony Khan, how he looks now.
Wow.
Please tell me you don't see you can see it.
I do kind of see it. Oh hey, Stream Elements is waking up. The chat's the chat box is finally. Why is Stream Elements the only one making it on the chat widget?
And why does Beetle look like one of those generic commentators that Vince would have picked up?
God damn it!
Damn, the bot's not working.
I can see that.
Oh it's God. Todd Grisham. It's Todd Grisham's little brother.
Oh my God.
That's hilarious. I tried to pin the fucking championship. It didn't work.
Damn it. Everything isn't working right now. This is great.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're on the podcast. Everything is awesome.
Nothing works. Good God.
And everything works.
Yeah. OBS did an update, so I'm just saying that they did an update. They've got some stuff to work out. Anyway, as we noticed yesterday when I was talking to
now it works.
Talking to an imaginary commentary team. Yeah, Nightbot's just in another, I don't know. Nightbot's like in another right now. Alright, so we are talking about, as you can see from the image here, we are talking about heels, heel commentary, face commentary, and color commentary, and communicating with your chat. We're gonna start this one off talking about heel commentary in CAW Wrestling, and we're gonna go straight to our main heel commentator here. Odds, take it away.
Yes. Hello everybody, I'm your commentator Odds Cornette, and during my streams I am the face commentator because obviously at the start of on the start of your show you have to be the face commentator. And to be honest, face commentary, I'll leave for Kyle because we both know a lot about it, but he knows a lot about it when it comes to pretty much every stream he goes to. Me, when I'm on other people's streams, I like to be the heel commentator. Unless there's other heel commentators that are unless there's too many heel commentators, then I'll be the face. But most of the time, I like being the heel commentator because as everyone knows from my history with Chris Knight, I love being a heel. And I love pissing people off, especially with American Phoenix and every other heel that I have. I love being heels. So when it comes to commentary, if you listen to any of my commentary, I am very inspired by people like Jerry Lawler, people like Bobby the Brain Heenan. I am very inspired by them. A lot of what I do is them. most people would think a lot of what I do is Jim Cornette. No, I actually have listened very little to Jim Cornette on commentary, and don't know a lot about Jim Cornette on commentary. I've heard him a little bit, but not too much. My inspirations are Bobby Heenan and Jerry Lawler on commentary, and they will always be my main people that I look up to when it comes to heel commentary. Because the main point of a heel is to be that jackass that makes excuses and comes up with unique excuses on why the heels do certain things. And also the heel's point is to end up being eventually the butt of the joke. Look at LTD and Rex. How many times has Rex gone through a freaking coffee table?
A lot.
The heel is always going to be and always should be the butt of the joke. They're the butt of the joke. They're the comedy act. When the babyface eventually wins, the heel is the one that goes crazy. The heel commentator is the one that goes nuts and like, no, this is bullshit. And you, the audience, laugh because the heel commentator is pissed off that his guy lost. So you get a comeback for all the times that the heel commentator made fun of your favorites, made fun of your favorite babyface, and was pissing off the babyface commentator, whether it's Kyle Young or Brandon Wilson or Triple Beat, whoever the babyface commentator is, whoever the commentator they're pissing off, they find a way. When the heel finally gets his, you're happy for it. You're happy to see it. Because the heel commentator is miserable. It's really easy to be a heel commentator. Especially if you're into stand up, you can really just fire off freaking comedy jokes. Especially as a heel, you don't have any real problem with getting, you don't have any fear of getting canceled because you can, as a heel, you can pretty much say whatever you want because the babyface commentator is always going to sit there and be the Gorilla Monsoon and sit there and be like, oh, stop it, stop it, Cornette, or stop it, Odds, or stop it, Heenan. They're always the one that's going to sit there and just say, oh, will you be serious?
Well, it's like last night when you were making all those digs at Kyle the entire time, and he finally blew up at you and told you to shut up. Like that was all in character.
Would you shut up for 5 seconds so I can get my point across?
Yeah, and that was actually
and then there's
that's the funny
and then there's the long comedic pause.
Yep.
And then the immediate aftermath of saying bastard. Most people won't hear that, but when they hear it, they're like, "Oh, the commentators didn't hear him reply." That's funny. So in a way, you like me as the commentator. You just also like to see me miserable because I'm the heel. It's the dynamic of any heel commentator.
Yep.
And it's the part I love because I love having that dynamic where people find me hilarious, but also are happy when I'm miserable, or quote miserable when the babyface wins.
And then you've got me being the frickin', monkey in the middle while these two are arguing the entire time. So
you have to have the straight man.
Yeah,
you have to have the straight man. You have to have the guy that's the middleman. That's pretty much what I am in CPW. I'm the middleman. I'm the guy that is mostly face, but I'm also down the middle. I'll also try to try to say things like it is, and that's where you are.
Yeah. So in regards to playing the heel, when you're in a situation, let's say where, I don't know, a manager gets involved in a match, right? We're calling the match, the manager gets involved, It's a heel manager helping out a heel in the ring. What's
I didn't see anything.
What's your go-to? You didn't see anything? Okay.
I didn't see anything. Oh, they're talking about the weather.
Yeah.
Again, for those that don't know, or for people too young, the I didn't see anything comes from Heenan. The I didn't see anything comes from Heenan. Very much so. Heenan would do that all the time. I didn't see anything. How could you miss it? And Bobby would have some freaking cockamamie excuse.
If I remember,
the talking about the weather thing comes from Jerry Lawler, because Jerry Lawler would come up with the more complex excuses of, oh, they were talking about the weather, oh, they were tying their shoe, or you know how this arena gets when with the heat.
How do you untie a show? I'm sorry, Rage. Had to.
He meant to say shoe.
I know he meant. I saw that he corrected it. I'm just giving him shit. That's all. Love you, Rage. Had to do it. Sorry.
Yeah. It's all the Heenan. It's like I said. Go back to listen to Heenan. Go back to listen to Lawler. You'll hear a lot of the jokes I use or variations of them, and you'll easily sit there and say, "Oh, that's where he got it." Another person that I sometimes will quote, but most of the time not, because he was a little different, was Raven. Actually, when he was Johnny Polo, Raven as Johnny Polo, I saw one match with it, one moment where he was on commentary with Gorilla Monsoon, and it was an Undertaker match, and he kept calling the Undertaker the Underwear Taker.
What?
So a lot. Yes. This is real.
Okay.
I think you can look it up. But yeah, Johnny Polo was a commentator at one point. So Raven was a commentator at one point. So I sometimes when it comes to making lame ass comments about a wrestler's name, like saying, instead of why am I forgetting her name now?
Are you talking about Morgan Nevermore?
Yeah, Morgan Nevermore. And I always say Morgan Neverpour instead of Nevermore. That's Johnny Polo. That's me channeling Johnny Polo. That's me doing some Johnny Polo stuff.
Okay.
It's me taking some small things some things from other commentators that were heels to make my style. To come up with my unique style of heel commentary. Which leads back to a comment that Cornette once says and always says: if you take from one source, it's plagiarism. If you take from multiple sources, it's research. So I've researched a lot when it comes to heel commentary. And I always try to take little bits and pieces from everybody.
I know I tried once on your show and I failed miserably. So
you did try.
I tried.
You tried at least.
And then I flipped right back to face before the end of the show. So.
Well, yeah, because even I was looking at it just like I get what he's trying to do. Oh boy, you need a lot more research. You need a lot more research on heel commentaries.
It was a train wreck. So yeah, my attempt at being a heel was a train wreck.
You were attempting to be me, is what you were trying to do.
Yeah, I was doing a
miserable. You were trying to be me instead of trying to come up with a heel commentator that you could try to be like.
My own style, essentially.
I was say the analogy we can use is that Beetle tried to wield these sort of odds, but he could not swing it worth a shit.
Nope.
It was too heavy.
Which is fine. Which is fine. It was like the first time he did heel. He did a heel with Delvin.
Oh no! I had a feeling that was going to get brought up.
Oh god! But this is a good thing to be brought up. At first, he sucked at it. He was horrible. that's why I turned Phoenix. That's why I turned Phoenix, because I knew I could be a heel. So, and I also knew by turning Phoenix heel, I could also sit Beetle under the learning tree on what a heel is and how to be a heel. So eventually he can spread his wings and be a heel himself. And a character that I don't believe in and I don't like, I never understood was Jesus de Valencia. But I told him, even when he talked about the character, I'm like, if you believe in him, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that character is successful because he did go for it, and and that character's a heel, and he went for it. He believed in it, and he proved right there that he has learned to be a heel. That he learned what is necessary to be a heel. That is all. That's all he would need to do for heel commentary. Yeah. Just sit under, watch some Bobby Heenan, watch some Jerry Lawler, just sit on a learning tree, or watch some Jesse Ventura. Sit on a learning tree, see some other heels, and connect to some heel. Connect to one of the heels so he can develop his own style. Failure is not the end of the story. It's the start of the story that leads to the positive destination.
Yeah. And heel Michael Cole.
That is one heel not to listen to.
So I should watch all of his stuff. Got it. I'm just kidding.
Also,
that man sucked as a heel. I'm sorry.
That is changed the channel.
To pick up off of what Rage is saying in the chat, the only heel commentary he does is he's just playing the heel, kissing Odds' ass.
I didn't notice. That's the funny part. I didn't notice that was you playing.
In comparison, it's not that wrong. It's like, look at the first introduction of Jim Cornette to Monday Night Raw with Bobby Heenan. Bobby Heenan kissed his ass tremendously the whole damn time, calling him a better manager than he is. That's all that dynamic is. It's a very simple dynamic. And whenever you see two heel commentators like that, people hate the two of them. Because the fans hate it that those two are kissing each other's ass like that. It's like, gosh dang, get a room. It's easy heel 101.
Okay. Two heels in the same room together, they're all of a sudden buddy with each other.
For the most part.
Most part, yeah, but unless they're on two different trajectories, or if they're on the same trajectory.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna want to basically try to outdo one another, try to backstab each other, get to the end of the end goal faster.
Uh-huh. Yep, because there's no honor amongst thieves.
True. All right. So that leads us to base commentary.
Yeah.
And
this is where I'm great at.
Yep.
I have never tried to be a heel commentator on any show before, so
yeah.
So Brandon Wilson, Samurai, take it away.
So basically, as you kind of already alluded to, the whole thing with the heel over there is to basically just whatever cockamamie excuse to basically excuse the heel.
Uh-huh.
My job is just to basically highlight the face's whole involvement and everything. Try to at least make sure that their story being told, and at least
downplay the heels and call the heel out.
Call the heel out basically on their bullshit. Be like last night, when the whole thing was like, every time the heels did something, I just trying to excuse them. I'm like the fuck you talking about?
Uh-huh.
And it just kept going back and forth like that.
Yeah.
Another simple excuse. Well, I say another simple excuse, like freaking other example, I should say. You'll remember like the Ring of Iron, like world title tournament when we did that whole thing. Me and Beetle, because I remember I told you guys in advance what was happening. When Kelly Mavericks basically did the fucking front flip into the ring post.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Beetle, because we're both the faces, we're basically laughing at his misfortune. Odds over there is just like, oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. Oh, this is great.
Very, very, very Jerry. That voice is very Jerry Lawler. If you ever listen to Jerry Lawler as a heel when he's upset, he does that high pitch. He does that high pitch stuff.
Yep.
That's terrible. Very Jerry Lawler.
Terrible. Attitude Era.
Terrible. This is horrible.
Attitude Era. Oh my god. He was one of my favorite commentators in the Attitude Era.
I would say the whole thing with me is like, as like the face commentator, I just feel like I have to try to slot as best I can, try to bounce off of whatever I hear from the heel. So basically, my whole goal is just to basically make sure that at least the faces aren't being fully undone.
Oh yeah.
Like last night, the whole thing was like, I'm trying, like, as Kelly's like doing her thing, trying to basically get the win, try to get the truth. Meanwhile, you've got Odds over there going like, why don't you leave it to the proper authorities? I'm like, when has the authorities ever done anything over here? Which, to be fair though, if he had actually said this, Kelly did do something last week when Dougal McLeod had Matt Storm arrested. The heels doing heel things.
Well, yeah.
But they would never help the faces, so... Pretty much how it is, just basically... I don't ever think I really have like a certain style to me. I don't ever really like think I could actually like say I'm like a certain like commentator. I definitely would listen to commentary a lot, but I don't necessarily think I would have like a certain style.
Go on. You don't necessarily have a certain style. You just kind of like go off feeling, pretty much.
Yeah, I just go off of feeling, pretty much. I don't really like. Also, I love what's on the chat. Like, who the fuck is Brandon Wilson?
That's what I was laughing at. Who the fuck is Brandon Wilson? It's fucking hilarious.
Brandon Wilson is Kyle's face commentator persona.
Yeah, pretty much. Then
other times he's just randomly Kyle Young for some reason.
I don't know why that happens sometimes. Like, I try to like fix it so it's like, for example, on BMH, I'll be Brandon Wilson there still.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, every time like I do that, there are some times where Odds over there will then go, "Hey Kyle, how you doing?" I'm like, Kyle's not here right now.
Yeah. Because sometimes you'll be like, Kyle on commentary, so it confuses me.
You did.
To be fair, sometimes I confuse myself too. Because remember last night, I also got confused myself.
Yeah. But the best part of Brandon Wilson on commentary is I can pull off some Johnny Polo and sit there and say Brandon Wilson, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, that is pretty great. Yeah.
Especially for those that understand Home Improvement and know that I'm just calling him Wilson from Home Improvement because Wilson from Home Improvement's last name was also Wilson, so it was Wilson.
Gosh dang it!
Yeah, literally, like I've never really like probably like up until like a certain point, I was just like me on commentary. Then I started developing an actual persona.
Yeah.
At some point, I will have to like sit down and like start listening to more like face commentators like across the ages to figure out like if there's a certain style I can like try to imitate.
Not really. Face commentators are normally very just the straight lace commentator. There's the Gordon Solis, the Lance Russells, the Jim Rosses. Most of them throughout history are very technical. They're very technical. They talk about the moves a lot, and they bring up the fact that the heel's really good at wrestling. He doesn't need to cheat. Hey Totes.
Hey, Totes.
And shout out to everybody in the chat shout out to everybody in the chat that we haven't gotten around to saying hi to.
Anyone who came in during the middle of the first part.
Yeah.
We were on it during that heal part.
Of course, Beetle's in a minute, but also I will say this image was crafted with AI. This is not what Brandon Wilson necessarily looks like, but at the same time, I was not about to be like, "Hey, let me just send you a picture of Brandon Wilson."
Yeah, you mean
correct it?
You mean Brandon Wilson doesn't look like coked up Tony Khan?
I mean,
no, he doesn't.
I could show the first image I had.
Do that.
That's even funnier.
All right, let me find.
Also, I love the fact that the picture has like an odd freaking saying, which is I say odd saying, but you know,
yeah,
it was usual catchphrase.
The ones that I do with freaking another Bobby Heenan steal. Like, I see nothing wrong with this.
Also, yeah, Gav hits the point pretty much home. Face commentators are the straight man in the comedy duo. Sets up a joke for the heel to hit the punchline. Yep. I've done that where I'll throw a fucking softball right at odds. Odds just fucking just winds back. Boom.
Yep. It's as in comedy, that's also called the rubber ball against the brick wall comedy style.
So this was the original image I had that it generated for me.
Pop, they went stuck in terrible one that just piled on.
I mean, that also works. Gav is a hilarious comedy partner in that whole stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious.
It's hard for me sometimes when I'm calling matches. By the way, it's hard for me when you're doing the heel stick. He pops up. Everything's happening all at once, and it's so hard for me not to laugh. It really is. It's so hard for me not to laugh when that happens. That combo of you and him, it's just like, gosh dang it.
Fantastic.
I'm trying to counter you, and I can't sometimes. It's like, damn, I can't counter anything right now because I'm too busy laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was the original one. I don't know why they decided to call you Axel the Heel Thorn. Why is my character called Gordon the Voice Grant? That I don't get either. And then Kyle over there, Jimmy the Good Guy Styles. Why are you wearing Bahama Styles' jacket?
What? And why does he look like the? And why does Beetle look like the commentator that's currently on Raw?
Gosh dang it. Look at all the
you can't see it
in this image too. Just like, gosh dang it.
I only drop into Gav that's the other part. That's the other part we had to freaking talk about, which is when the crowd interacts with us.
Oh
yes, and we're getting
Beetle. I was like, Beetle, take it away. Well,
all right.
I'm good.
So I'm covering crowd interaction today. One of my favorite things is interacting with you guys during the events when they're happening. Seeing what the audience is saying. Half the time I'm trying to call the match, but half the time I'm actually looking at the chat to see what you guys are thinking of what's going on screen. Because when I put the shows together, my goal is to get a reaction from you from what's happening on screen and what happens in all the segments and whatnot. Feet and Gav.
We all could talk about this.
The two guys who are on the screen right now, Feet and Gav. Your reactions I play off of the most. When the heels come out and Feet, you're dropping the boo, the constant boo. Like I love it. That's one of my favorite things is seeing the reaction from the audience when I'm doing stuff. Gav, your heel comments, like you guys are both opposites, right? You're the same, but you're opposites. Because Feet, you play off of everything the faces do. You are their ultimate cheerleader, right? You're behind them 100%. You're that guy who always cheers on the good guy. Let's keep it straight. Let's keep it good. Gav, on the other hand, go on.
Feet helps so much. Like American Phoenix being called the American asshole.
That was Feet.
Alice Pierce being called the Psycho Bunny.
Feet.
That was Feet. The origin of the name Ashley Draken.
Feet.
That was Feet. Feet has helped so many CAWs gain a personality or have some type of nickname to go along with the character. He helps in so many ways in the chat. He is amazing.
I know that I made a good heel when they come out and they get a chorus of boos. Like when I see the boo, it's like good. I made a good heel. I'm doing good with this character. I sometimes won't tell people when I'm turning people heel, like with I don't know Mavericks for one. I forgot to tell Blaze, my bad, that I was turning him heel when I did. So I get over there and I'm supposed to be this baby face over there, and I started playing the heel. I get back to Octane, and Kelly was a face prior to him showing up. He comes in, does his heel thing. Literally the next episode, I see boom. It's like, all right, cool. I did it right. But, yeah, it's the.
But at the same time, that could be a conversation in and of itself in the future of just like being different personas on different shows, because you don't always have to carry that over to somebody to another show.
It's difficult when you're active in both shows, though, and I did that with Delvin, but we'll cover that when we get to that conversation.
Yeah, we will.
So back.
Yeah, that's the whole conversation in of itself.
Back to the crowd interaction bit, though. For me, what I like to do when I'm streaming is I do like to read and see what you guys are saying, and then try to play off of it sometimes. Or sometimes I'll see a comment that someone puts in the chat, and I'll try to play off of it. So, like for instance, I just popped in when Oz was talking about how terrible someone was, and I just piled on. Like, if we were doing a show, I don't know where's another one. I was looking for a good one, but of course, Beatles in a man bun. There you go, Feet. Of course, Beatles in a man bun. I was like, cool, you got something wrong with my man bun? Keep going with it. Keep playing with it. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course I have a man bun. Nobody knows that. No, in real life, I do actually. So,
not surprising.
Yeah, I have long hair right now, and a beard. So,
my hair is shorter than this freaking picture would tell you, but also freaking Brandon Wilson's. I think I remember how I made the call. It was like his hair is half shaved in one area.
Damn, I almost said give him a buzz cut. So
no, he actually used to have a buzz cut at one point, but then I
actually almost said give him a buzz cut, make it brunette, and put him in a suit. Because, like, again, the Hawaiian, the big dude in the Hawaiian shirt, I was like, I don't know how Kyle's going to feel about seeing a big dude in a Hawaiian shirt sitting here.
To be fair, that's closer to what I look like in real life.
I mean, it looks. I mean, it looks like a great resemblance.
So yeah.
For those that are wondering, that's also a good thing to hear when it comes to commentary, being a heel.
Mm-hmm.
Just the heel freaking taking jabs at you.
Yep. So crowd interaction, I try to blend it in with my play-by-play. Sometimes I'm good at it, sometimes I'm not.
Yeah, depends.
Lately it's been harder, but it's just my attention span. There are things happening on the show that I want to focus on, but at the same time, it's like
you have a bad attention span.
Yeah, and I know that I need to be able to play with the audience. So sometimes I'll actually put a longer match in there so I can actually interact with you guys. Like those two.
That's something we could talk about later on down the line if we haven't already. Is show structure. Is match structure, is show structure, because I also put big matches. I learned this from Q. I put big matches at the start of the show, so when people or at least longer matches, multi-man matches. So when people file in, they have something to watch. So then later on I can get to the more important matches.
Mm-hmm. It really is a hard thing or playing two different, for the same character, playing a heel and a face.
It is, but it isn't. It depends on it.
When they're in
it depends on how many shows. It depends on how many shows you're on.
Yeah, when they're in the same universe, and I'm talking about like 22, 23.
Yeah.
It's difficult. I'm speaking about Delvin back in 23 when he was.
There are many people that I'm just like, I don't know how they do it, because there are some people that are on like 4, 5, 6 different shows, and they all have different, and they're all either a face or a heel in different companies.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know how any of them do it.
I tried it with BMH and Octane, and it was not easy. It was not easy. But yeah, just interacting with your audience. When someone walks in, say hi, do that kind of stuff. Obviously, we're doing a podcast, so if you walk in and we're mid thought, like, I'm sorry if I didn't say hi to you earlier, by the way, for those who are here, I apologize. We were all mid, in the middle of that heel conversation when everybody walked in, and it was just like there really wasn't enough room for me to jump in and go, oh hey, So I'm sorry if I didn't say hi when you walked in today, but I try my best to say hi to everybody when they walk in the door, and
yeah, we all do.
We all do.
And a lot of that we get from Blaze, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I'll see him whenever someone walks in. Like, he'll finish his thought, and then he'll go, "Hey, so and so, welcome in." And that it's important. Yep. It's very important to do that kind of stuff, because you're trying to build a community and you're trying to have a show, and it's just managing all the different things, commentary, or with your commentary. Saying hi to people is one of them, and that's something that I try to do. If I'm not the main, if I'm not the play-by-play, that's what I try to do. Like, if I'm in CPW and Feet walks in, odds can be mid convo about what's going on in the ring, and you hear me go, "Oh, hey, Feet, welcome in," or
that tells me to look at the chat, or if I see the chat and I just can't comment. I'm happy that he commented. I'm happy that he commented because then that gives me the jumping off point to comment also, because I didn't have a chance to comment because I was, again, mid comment, mid strive of saying something.
Exactly.
On the show.
Because I know that you're trying to tell a story, so if you're trying to tell a story and let's say Gav walks in, it's like, "Oh, hey, Gav," and then you'll finish your stuff and then you go, "Oh, hey, Gav," and then we continue. Like that's the important part. Also, smart ass. Anyway, it's okay. Teardrop coming from the eyes.
Yeah, well.
Thank you, Prime Time. So yeah, it's just interacting with your audience is important. If you can't do it, because you're going to be the guy trying to call some crazy scene coming up, talk to your commentary crew and say, "Hey, by the way, there's some story heavy parts. If people walk in, make sure we're saying hi to them." Make sure someone is acknowledging that they're walking in.
That Beal can attest. I'm bad at that.
We all are. Like, the last show that I did was segment heavy. So there were a lot of times where I knew that my attention was going to be on what was going on screen and not in the chat. What I should have done ahead of it was say, "Hey guys, say hi to people when they walk in." But you guys already did.
Yeah, but at the same time, we know that. We know that already.
Automatically. Yeah. So, but yeah, I would know that, like, I just gave you a heads up before the stream started. Yeah, this one's segment heavy.
Yeah. There are certain times where I'll keep certain segments from Beetle just by the sheer fact that I want to see his natural reaction.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I'll say, like, son of a bitch. Half the time, that's usually what you'll hear me say. Like, I'll give him a natural reaction. But that's also another topic for another podcast, is getting reactions from your commentary team. Planning stuff just to see what they say. I've done that to you. I've done that to hell. I've done that to both of you. Actually, I have done that to both of you. Kyle, I'm sorry. Yours was trial by fire.
I know.
Kyle Young versus Jesus de Valencia.
Yeah, but at the same time, he didn't know that the Phoenix was winning the United States title for Max Young.
He also
To be fair though, that was an era where I was very still, I think, new to storyline based stuff. So the moment I saw that, I was so fucking pissed. I wanted to fucking kick his ass.
Well, your show happened. Your show. You went on the same day. I came in and you never said a word. You didn't say a word to me.
Kyle was also the lucky recipient of being the person that one Delvin McLeod cashed in on when he turned heel. Stars and Stripes 2023. I did a ladder match. Kelly won the briefcase, or not Kelly. Delvin won the briefcase. Kyle's like, he's gonna announce his cash in. Like, odds knew about it. So odds knowing about it as a heel is literally saying what's going to happen. And I have Kyle sitting on commentary defending Delvin. It was great, and I'm sitting there in the middle like, I can't react right now. I know I can't react. I cannot react until this happens. It happens.
Can't do anything, and then it happened. I'm like, son of a.
I've never heard you so quiet.
But at this point, to be fair though, with that one, that was at a time where at least I kind of had learned. For certain things there had to be story. Like for some things there had to be story to it, so I couldn't be too mad.
Yeah. But yeah. So
like Phoenix winning the United States title.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. And then Max would eventually win it right back.
Oh yeah, that was the plan. That was the plan from the get-go. I know it's off topic, but people need to realize Phoenix being Grand Slam was planned out years in advance. Once he was healed, that plan was already put into place.
Okay. So I think we've talked about heels, faces, managing your chat while calling a show. Let's throw it all together now for our last segment on this. Just combining all of them together and how they work cohesively. And I think we actually kind of already covered that. Now that I'm thinking about it, we kind of already covered that throughout
this whole show we've been putting it all together.
Yeah, we have. So we've put it all together. I guess we could actually go to our final segment, which is the 2K26 talk.
Oh boy.
It's
gonna be fun.
Commentary for that too. So we've all been kind of playing 26 a lot.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're definitely right, Toast. There is a big difference when it comes to most live feds, because heck, that was the start of most of us was live feds.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly has a different style of commentary. It's not my style. It's certainly not one of my favorite styles of commentary. It's not one of my favorite styles of doing any type of commentary because I like being in control. I like being in control of things. I like knowing what's going to happen beforehand and set up storylines. It's just different, it's just different styles.
Well, and with live, you have to kind of pivot because if you get a win or a loss, if you have a win or a loss,
you have to massively pivot.
You do, because let's say you planned on your heel winning a match, right? With the ultimate outcome being the face finally getting that victory in the end. When it's live, 100% live, you don't have control over that. So all of a sudden,
and guess who? Most of the time will sit there and say, "I don't want to win today."
The face or the heel.
Yeah, the person that you want to win.
Yes, Phoenix and Delwyn, they did that a lot. Anyway,
those two were infamous for this.
There's one infamous one that I'm going to bring up right now that doesn't have to do with my Fed or with CPW or with SCD. It has to do with one of our friends' Feds. And I went back and watched this glorious moment because I wanted to see it with my own eyes. Because I wasn't around at the time when this happened. So in BMH, Q did a elimination chamber, and in that chamber was one Marty Roston.
Yep.
And Marty is, by the way, one of the most, or was at the time, he could still be, I don't know, it depends what Epic decides to do and he brings him back. But at the time, Marty was one of the most polarizing, hated heels in all of BMH.
Because all I could say is, it was an at-the-time gimmick.
Yes, it was an at-the-time gimmick. Marty was very, well, let's just say the word racist. Anyway, Marty was incredibly racist. And nobody thought Marty was going to win this, because Marty was just was a shit talker. He wasn't built to win. He was built to lose. So they're all watching it, thinking he's going to lose. There's no way Marty can win. There's no way Marty can win. Marty won the chamber. You could hear a pin,
and won the title.
You could hear a pin drop. Like you could literally, when he won, the entire party, because it was a group of guys that were calling the action here. That's kind of how BMH works. Like there's a big group of people on commentary. We're all kind of joking around the entire time. It's a vibe. But you get to the end.
Totes. But even I would even dare say even story-based feds are also win and loss based as well, because the wins matter. The wins and losses actually matter. We're just in the story-driven feds. We're just more predetermined. We know who's winning beforehand. We just have to act out. We just have to act it out and pretend like we're shocked.
And half the time, I don't tell you guys the outcomes of the matches, or most of the time, I don't tell you the outcomes because I want your live reaction. So it's like, why the hell would I tell you what's going to happen when I want your live reaction on commentary? I'll put the show together. All right, cards ready. It's cute as the same thing. He'll put the show together, but he'll treat it like it's live, and he won't tell us what's going to happen. So we go in to watch, and it's like, okay.
Totes, that's everybody. Totes, that's everybody. You'll learn a lot. Obviously, you've learned. People in E-Feds don't like losing.
Oh God. Yep, that is so true.
Even in story-driven feds, they don't get it either. They don't understand the fundamentals of wrestling, that sometimes you're going to have to be the loser.
Yeah. Sometimes a loss is actually going to push you farther than a win, and if you can get a grip or a grasp on that, you'll understand it. Like, hell, Mavericks, right? He's over in LTD. He was over in LTD as a baby face way before he was a heel. The reason? When he first started, he lost for like 6 months straight. I don't think Kelly won a single match, right, in his early days. he didn't win a single match for at least 6 months. And the way I played it off was, he was humble about it instead of being pissed off. He was humble about it. He'd want to shake their hand and say, I'm learning. Thank you for, thank you for giving me the opportunity in the ring. Even though I lost, I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to bounce back. Yeah. And he did that constantly, and then like a year and a half later he was world champ. Did it on his own too. So,
yeah.
And then 6 months later, I think he's when he turned heel. So,
yeah.
And he's been an annoying asshole ever since.
Live feds are rarely my thing, which is why I'm very shocked. Very shocked. I've lasted as long in LTD. That's just because of how great Blaze is. I am very controlling. It's part of obviously it's part of the autism. I am very controlling. I don't like being not in control of the story. That's why CPW is so refreshing to me. It gives me that control. Beetle can attest. Exodus was in a match in a live fed. This is a big giant. He's getting tossed around by a small little cruiserweight, and this giant, it has the back that's as big as a pool table. I am pissed.
Yep, I was in the party with him. He was not a happy camper. I do remember though, the one thing that you did is you let Delvin pick him up and body slam him on your show.
Oh yeah.
And when I saw that, I was just like, wow, I can't believe you let him do that.
That's just Delvin.
Yeah.
That's just Delvin. Delvin can get away with that.
All right, so
yeah, I think it's time to move on to 2K26.
The actual wrap up on this one.
Yes.
All right, so the game has been out for a month or so now, or no, about 2 months. It's about we're nearing the 2 month mark now. At the next week, it'll be 2 months. What have you guys' experiences been so far? Kyle, we'll start with you.
Not gonna lie, I haven't really had any issues with the game so much besides what everyone's reporting, the whole uploading logos and then they won't delete off the image uploader immediately.
But I've seen that too. But that's an easy fix. That's just deleting them. That's just not closing the. That's just not closing the freaking logo uploader app and just deleting them manually.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, no. You don't have to not even close it. You can do it whatever you want.
You had to do that in a few of the past games too. So that's not a a real big thing. I've had that happened to me in 20. It happened to me in 22, and it happened in 23 as well, where I had to go in and delete them manually. So
it didn't happen in 20. It didn't happen in 21 though.
Ha ha ha! Funny. 19 was a good game. Yes, 19 is technically 21. Anyway,
I was gonna say. Otherwise, all I've really done is I played Showcase. I personally didn't have any issues with it. I know some other people who are sitting here. They're saying they hate this Showcase.
Who would that be? I love the Showcase.
That would be me.
Me too.
I'm stuck on a match. So anyway,
Showcase was fine for me.
I was going to say that.
Kind of sounds like a skill issue. Kind of sounds like a skill issue.
Probably. Even on easy, I tried doing the gauntlet, and the gauntlet they set to hard, and I'm like, oh man.
As I was gonna say.
Go on, Kyle.
Yeah, go ahead.
I personally don't necessarily mind it that much. With the whole. I was with the whole thing with all the objectives and shit. The ones that really gave me trouble were when it's oh yeah, you gotta hit the rock with his rock bottom, or you gotta do this or that within a certain amount of time. I'm like, as long as the AI plays ball, I'm fine. But sometimes the AI will want to basically actually win, and then you're like, shit, now I gotta restart the whole match because you wanted to do this. You dick.
The women's
Otherwise,
it's ladder match last year.
Otherwise, yeah, the only really other thing I've actually done so far is I've made my cause. Not all, but I've made quite a few of the bases. I've made Kyle Young's basically done. Leon's done. Akira's done, pretty much. Jason Oliver's done. So, except for like maybe like I need to figure out like a shirt or something for him. I don't know. Otherwise, the only thing I've really ever done was like speaking of the CAW creations. I also played through My Rise just for the men's side, on the face side because I didn't really have anything else to do.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't mind the My Rise. Honestly, it was kind of fun. Even though I'm just sitting here like, okay, so one story element escalated really quickly. I won't say for spoiler reasons because I don't know if everybody in this chat has actually played the My Rise.
I mean, at this point, it's been about 2 months. You're probably safe. Was there a moment in it that you ran into an issue, or?
Hey, Brandon.
No. There's no issues really.
Okay.
Because at first I still kept my game on easy, so it's just trucking through.
Okay. Welcome in, Brandon. Yeah, they do actually use the ladders on the tables. That's crazy. The other thing they do is they take kendo sticks and they'll actually go for submissions. I saw one of them actually use the chair by themselves too for that armbar submission. I was like, what? And they love thumbtacks.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, go on, Kyle. Sorry.
That it's just pretty much been me. Like I've kind of just been like doing my own thing. I'll also download some calls here and there because it's like, okay, cool. I can download whoever the fuck I want. Because
I'll get to that. Yeah, I'll get to that eventually. I'll download people eventually.
But I don't think I'm gonna be like making like my show on there unless partway through I'm like, you know what, fuck it. But at the same time, I already know someone's gonna kick my ass if I do.
Yeah, I am. My show's going there eventually.
Yeah, you got like all your arenas.
I already know you're gonna want. I know you're gonna want Danny. I know you're gonna want freaking Jason, Kyle, Max, Samantha. I think Hiroko's another one you're gonna want, and that's about it.
Make one possibly.
Yes, too.
All right.
Other than that, that's about all I gotta say. So, since we started with, let's go to Beetle next.
All right.
Well,
believe it or not, I know I haven't really streamed very much of 26 yet. But I have been in the game, creating or testing creation, testing matches. I'm doing a lot of matches, a lot of creation. I've been in CAW, I've been in belts, I've been in arenas, entrances, you name it. I've tested it out and tried it to see how it would work and how it works and how the game cohesively works as a whole. I have to say that so far it's been a fun experience. There are certain times where I run into things where there are little nuances here and there, but
yeah,
all in all, it's been a really good experience, a positive one. I'm not a huge fan of the shine on the logos and the on the ring mat. I prefer a matte logo on my ring mats, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, so I'm pivoting. I'm making my arenas look different. Because
but at the same time, you don't have the ability to pick your patterns.
I'm making
on the logos like you did in previous years.
I'm making my arenas look a little different, so that way it actually all works better. Yeah, you can't do like that like you could do in past years.
Yeah, you can't make them denim or cement or whatever.
No, you can't. You got to leave them the way they are. So
yeah, I don't know why they changed that, but that's certainly a change to be that.
I wish they would, but anyway.
Yeah, well, it's a workaroundable.
It's workaroundable. My arenas are changing, so the look and feel of the show is going to be a little different once we get into 26. I did have a glitch. Speaking of entrances, Jin's entrance got glitched, so I made Jin early on, and you know how Blaze had been saying, wait to create, wait to create, wait to create. I made her within like the first week and a half of the game coming out, right? And I've been going in and changing little things here and there. And after one of the last updates, her entrance was stuck on the Trons, on Roman's Trons. So
you don't want to hear what I dubbed it.
Yeah, so yeah, you don't want to hear what he dubbed it. He was joking around last night. The original tribal, we're not going to say the word that Odds came up with for the C, but
you can have a thought. It rhymes with hunt.
Damn it, Odds! Shut up.
Oh yes, embossing is your friend. Embossing is your friend. I don't usually do transparent, but I always do embossing. Embossing is your friend.
Yeah. Wait,
people always forget about embossing.
I didn't know you could make the logo transparent and it would get rid of the shine. I didn't know that was a thing. I was seriously
the more you know, and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, I did not know that was a thing. Okay. Instead of uploading the pre-made apron, you singled out so the embossed to 0. It doesn't look bad. Okay. So yeah. There's the shine in arenas that wasn't there at the start, but anyway, that's fine. I can work. It's workaroundable at least. I've remade my arenas a certain way, and we'll see how it looks when I actually get to it. I have the tribal queef. God damn it! Bless you, Gav. Bless you. Oh my god. I read between the lines. Needless to say, after Odds made that comment last night, I was like, I'm not gonna stop Jen if she wants to kick your head off. But anyway, back to what we're talking about here. Experiences in 26. So my arenas, they're a little glossy right now. I'm gonna try that embossing trick. And making them translucent and see if that works. Thank you, Totes, for that tip. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a chance because I too am not a huge fan of the shiny, sparkly arenas. The AI versus AI content that you get out of this game is fantastic. The actual matches themselves have been fantastic. The only match that I will probably hold off on until they fix the cameras a little bit more is a Battle Royal. As last night, Odds can tell you, I was watching a Battle Royal, and every time someone would get eliminated, the camera would follow them up the ramp. Then it would pan back to the ring, and just before someone got eliminated again, it would pan back to the ramp where no one was, and would look at the corner of the ramp for like 5 seconds, and you'd hear them getting eliminated, and then it would pan back to the ring. That's the only match issue that or the only real match issue I found. I found some bugs that are funny as hell, like a freeze frame bug where they freeze for 5 seconds and then continue the animation. That was funny. I got a clip of that last night. But other than that, the matches themselves have been a lot of fun. Character creation has been fun. I didn't really encounter a lot of the issues that people were encountering with faces resetting or anything like that until yesterday. Yesterday was the first time I ran into that issue. But
well, that's just because you redid the damn face because you put on the wrong face, dimwit.
Well, I redid the face, and then when I applied it, I forgot to reset you're supposed to default the face before you reapply the image, and I didn't do that. I just reapplied the image because it was the default face, and I didn't do any morphing to it initially. So, yeah, that was fun to try and fix. But yeah, otherwise, I haven't really had very many issues right now. Belts I haven't been in like 2 weeks because I had a bad experience. So I gotta go back in and play around with those again. Close wake up on the show, walk out in the Rumble yesterday. the close up on the show, walk out in the Rumble yesterday. All right. Otz, what are your experiences with this game?
I've been having a blast. I've been having a fantastic time. I have had no issues with creating a wrestler. Create a wrestler has been fun, and create a wrestler has been completely fine. I've already made 2 CAWs. I have plenty more to do. Create a belt. The logo, the in-game relief material are the color is still off a bit. It's still a pain to get everything similar in color and all that. It's still a little bit of a pain. It still doesn't look right as much. It still doesn't look right. They messed up steel, so that doesn't help. Steel's kind of in that 22 scenario, kind of worthless.
At least it doesn't have the green line or the blue lines on it like in 20.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'll take that at least.
Oh yeah, definitely. But Create a Belt is fine. Create a Belt's good. I've already made all my belts, which is not surprising. I love making belts. Belts are the fun. Belts are my thing. I love making belts. Belts are great. Create an Arena. Beetle can attest. I just got done with my last show, with my last arena yesterday. I just made it.
Yep.
I made it last night before we left the party to go to bed.
Starcade.
Yep, Starcade. All the Create Arena is fine. Create Arena is pretty good. I do not like the logos. I don't like the logos. I don't the logo applier of how you apply logos. I think that is because of how it adjusts. Like it always adjusts, and it's always like it's lagging when you move it. When you move the logo and you move it even slightly down to shrink it a little bit, like the whole logo shrinks at times. It's like it's lagging in a way.
I've had when I try to like make it shorter, it also makes it wider at the same time. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Where it like morphs the image entirely the wrong way that you want it to do. It's like, oh, let's just make it really flat. I'm like, whoa, hold on, that's not what I was trying to do.
And it does the same thing the opposite direction. It's hard to apply logos, especially when you're anal and want everything the same like me. It's hard to get everything symmetrical.
When you're trying to put an arena together to make it look exactly like it did in the other game, so you could possibly sneak a match in on an upcoming show, and the logo doesn't want to play ball. Yep.
Oh yeah. So Create Arena has a few issues, but nothing too major. They didn't add a lot to it. But there is a good quality of life improvement, which is they actually show you what arena it is, what arena the parts are from.
That is a big plus.
Such a quality of life improvement. Thank heavens, thank heavens, thank heavens. That is such a plus.
You played around with arena lighting at all? Or
I never do.
Have you done any matches in your created arenas?
Not yet. I just finished making them.
Okay.
I always save any matches for when I'm done with CAWs, for when I'm trying to set up the matches.
I have a homework assignment. For you. Once you set up your CAWs and you go in and you set the lighting for their entrances and you get the feeling right for the entrance, throw those 2 CAWs in a created arena and tell me what you find out.
I haven't touched created arena. Create an entrance as much as.
Okay.
As much. The 2 CAWs that I made are freaking Emily, and Emily's entrance is easy, and so was freaking Incinerita. Their entrances were both easy.
Yes, but
It's not like they were difficult.
When you have the harder ones that have all the special lighting and the effects, and all of that, I've been really loving. Wait, Jay the Buzz. Buzz, is that you? Buzz Live? I haven't seen you in ages. Dude, how you doing? Long time no see.
Buzz Lightyear of Star Command?
No. This guy was... I've known this guy since, 2020 when I started really going hard on Twitch streams.
Nice.
Wow, I haven't seen you in a long time, man. How you doing? His streams are a freaking vibe. Like they're fun. They're fun to watch.
Oh, it's Eddie outside.
So, but we were talking about
I'm doing a podcast. I'm not taking you out.
Oh, take the puppy out. It's fine.
No, it's not the reason she wants out.
Oh. Got it. She wants a treat. Got it.
No, it's called she's nosy. Yes, you are.
So we were in creating an arena, I think, right? Where we were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brain went. So we're in or we're talking about creating an arena and like lighting and whatnot and entrances. When you have those custom entrances and you put them in a created arena, sometimes the lighting won't work. Like you'll get just generic arena lighting. So instead of it getting really dark or changing for a character's entrance, it doesn't do that. But I'm playing around with the arena lighting right now to see if that might help exaggerate custom lighting for entrances. So I'll let you know what I find out. I'll post in my Discord what I find out anyway. So anybody who's got arenas can.
Gameplay so far I've seen is fantastic.
What do you think of the camera in the spectate modes?
I don't think I've really seen I didn't really notice it.
Like the camera pans to different areas, so it looks like a production now. Like I know that ramp cam and the arena cam don't work pretty much, but I mean
I didn't really notice it though.
Wait, what? I haven't played around with props yet on my stages. My stages were very simple. Let's see.
Yeah, some of them can.
What?
If you don't change the camera, the sometimes when you put a chair, the chair will be from one camera angle. It looks like the chair is perfectly set, and then when you turn the camera, the chair is floating in midair because because of the perspective.
That's amazing. I'm gonna have to remember that for one of the shows that I'm gonna do, especially if that camera glitch happens in battle royals. I might do a battle royal show with like a King or Queen of the Ring type tournament in a King or Queen of the Ring type tournament. So I'm gonna put the throne right where the camera goes whenever it pans off. Pans away. Ah, yes, and there's the mighty throne that they're fighting for, and then it goes right back to the ring. I'm gonna play off it. Screw it. I'm gonna play off it and try and make it something fun. So I'm gonna put a throne right in that spot. So it just angles right at the throne. And there's the throne that they're all fighting for. Back to the match. Try to have fun with it. Alright. Anything else that you guys would like to cover? Or do you guys in the chat have any 2K26 questions for us? See if maybe we've covered any of that.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions, now's the time. This will be one of the last actual true live versions of this podcast. We are going to be going to more of a pre-recorded structure. We'll try and have at least two podcasts out each month, and pretty much myself, Odds, and Kyle, we're all going to meet up and knock out 4 podcasts in one day, edit them down to productions, and then I'll be uploading them live on YouTube, where we're going to be in the chat talking with you guys while the podcast is actually going on, and we're talking about what we're talking about. So because our schedules are changing, so we have to change along with it. Yep.
I know you all understand.
Mm-hmm.
Because
if you don't, well, shame on you.
Because we know we have some of the most understanding fans listening to the podcast. So we are happy to have you along with this journey.
Yep, we're gonna do a the three of us are gonna powwow every 2 months, knock out 4 podcasts, and they will be uploaded twice a month here on the channel as premieres. So the podcast will upload, it'll be a premiere. You guys can tune in to the premiere live, and we'll be in the chat to talk with you guys during the entire podcast. We're trying something different because life got busy. Like you can
and that also means we will be more frequent with podcasts.
Yes, and you can ask these two. Odds would message me and say, "Are we doing a podcast this week?" And I would not respond. Or I would respond and say, "It's been a busy week. I need to relax." So we're gonna schedule out time for the 3 of us to meet every 2 months. And do the podcast. We'll talk about what we're gonna talk about, discuss it. There'll be it's almost like more of a professional type podcast. And I'll try and have some goofy art like you guys can see up on the screen right now with the 3 of us talking. I'll try and have some sort of goofy.
Brandon Wilson is cracked out Tony Khan, and me is a mixture of John Travolta and Jerry the King Lawler.
Gosh dang it.
And Beetle as Todd Grisham's younger brother. That just got back from a hippie meeting.
God damn it. Alright. On that note, guys, thank you so much for watching, for tuning in, for giving your opinions on what we were talking about the entire time.
Yep.
It really, really does mean a lot to all of us. We appreciate all of you giving us your time today, and we'll see you all on the next one. And enjoy LTD later today and BMH later tonight.
Yep, BMH tonight.
Yep.
The shop is officially closed.
Yes.
See y'all next time.
Oh yeah. Also,
we have to stock the shelves and clean up.
One more. Also, go check out Twitch. He's live right now. Where we didn't realize it, but we're
currently
yep.
As it's currently the global championship match right now, which is Yang Xiaolong taking on Riku Matua.
Yep.
With people begging for Bushido's Bang to finally take a loss in UJPW.
Yep. So go check out Twitch. He's live right now, and we will see you later. This stream is officially dead. The shop is closed. Anything else?
I got nothing. So
now get out of here. You're starting.